Hey guys, what's going on? This is DJ Echo of Echo Entertainment, and you are in the element with.
Hi, DJ Stephanie Stardust.
We'll be right back. Hey guys, what's going on? Again, this is DJ Echo of Echo Entertainment, and you are in the element with DJ Stardust, Stephanie Stardust, or Stardust. What is it?
I'm not really particular.
Doesn't make it. All right,
matter.
all right. Well, thank you for coming today.
Sure.
Right now, we are in the Red Lion Inn, right? Red Lion Inn in Danbury, Connecticut. No,
we're in Cromwell.
Cromwell. You know, Connecticut is.
They're busy.
Cromwell, Connecticut. And I was up here for a bridal expo, and I said, you know what, Stephanie, if you have some time, let's get together, let's talk. And she said,
Here I am.
And here we are. So, DJ Stephanie Stardust, how are you today?
It's been a busy day, but I'm doing awesome. It's been a good day.
That's awesome. What have you been up to today? Tell the people what you've been up to.
So far, I've had 2 meetings with brides and grooms.
Nice.
Took home a deposit check on one of them.
Ooh.
And yeah, you know, I gotta love those deposit checks, right?
Deposit checks are good.
Yeah. So apparently this woman, her mother found me. She's from Montreal. And
Ooh.
she looked up DJs, and apparently she's got a whole female crew of vendors. So yeah, I'm excited.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That works. Heck yeah. So is the wedding out in Montreal?
God, no. That would be an awesome
cool,
trip.
Right?
I've never been there.
Cool. Me neither. That'd have been all right.
No, it's going to be somewhere I've never been before in Bolton called Villa Louisa.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm always interested in checking out all these different venues. I mean, last night I was up in the northern end of the state.
Okay.
I never even heard of Thompson, Connecticut, but way up past Woodstock at a real cute venue. So I'll go wherever the job takes me.
Exactly. And you said where is it at Bolton? Is that
Bolton?
Bolton? Is that
Yeah, I don't even know. It's got to be at least an hour from here since I'm not familiar.
All right, Bolton, all right. So, all right, cool. So let's dive in. Let's go right into it, guys, because that's what we're about. We want to dive right in. So, when was the first time you saw a pair of turntables? Like, do you remember that moment?
Oh, God, yeah.
All right, well, come on.
I mean, it's not the best story because it's about my ex. But my first official, long-term relationship is with my son's father. We were together for 13 years, and he was a 90s hip-hop house DJ.
Okay.
So I was at all the house parties in the 90s going, helping with the crates and, sitting back, watching him do his thing.
Right.
And it was not ever something I imagined myself doing, but I loved the music, all the different kinds of music, and plus I was a singer.
Okay.
So I had all different genres I was learning. But that was my first real introduction into the whole house party and the turntables and crates and the lifestyle.
And the love affair started right there and then.
No, I can't say that's what happened.
All right, so when did you? Okay, so you got introduced to it. Let's put it there. You got introduced to it through your ex. When did it become this is something that I want to do?
So it didn't even begin as DJing. It began as karaoke hosting.
Okay. Yep.
So just maybe my first year of hosting, I was out 4 to 5 nights a week, and through those nights out, I was networking and connecting with people, and then I got booked for all kinds of events. They wanted me to DJ their parties, and I didn't even know what that meant for me because I had a laptop, a karaoke mixer, and a hard drive full of a little bit of music and a lot of karaoke music. So I grew my music library, and I got what I needed, and then I was laptop DJing for maybe my first 5 years, and charged really cheap rates, and even did the friend rate and the
friend discount. Gotcha.
Yeah, here's my services for free quite a bit, and yeah, so after 5 years, I was like, I really need to invest in this craft now. So one of the DJs I used to work for doing karaoke in his bar was DJ KG. Okay. He's a radio DJ out here, and he's you know, he does a lot of events. He does not just a radio DJ, but his skills are incredible. Mm-hmm. So after working for him, I figured, you know, maybe
he kind of took you under his wing?
Well, I asked him to, and he said yeah, and there I was, and I maybe was really intimidated, and I never. I'm kind of ashamed to say that I just never picked up the skills the way I thought I would.
Right.
He was trying to teach me on actual turntables, whereas I have a controller.
Gotcha.
So going home and practicing on mine as opposed to what he was trying to teach me on was two totally different things. And I didn't have the money to invest in something brand new. But what he does is what I've always aspired to do, which is just scratch the shit out of the song in and out, and just have like the whole dance floor packed. And,
right.
You know, I mean, I have my way of doing things, of course, but I just feel like when it comes to having skills, like his are kind of where I want to be at.
Okay. And when I meant turntables, I meant controllers and stuff like that. Because everyone does their own thing. Right. So, all right. So he took you under his wing. You started training, and when did it? When was it? Like when was Stardust born?
Just a few years ago. I was trying to find a DJ name for myself for a while, but once I started investing more in my skills and spending more time doing stuff, I felt like I needed a persona, because I didn't want to be just a wedding DJ, and I think to be, more known, you can't just have a business name. So my name came from me answering a Craigslist ad on Saving the World. It's a ridiculous story. Okay.
Talk about it. We got time. Talk about it.
So I was browsing Craigslist looking for gigs, right? Yeah. And one of them was like, do you have any ambition to save the world? So I was like, what is this? Me being all nosy and having time on my hands.
Hook, line, sinker with that one.
Yeah, I was like, what is this? And it was enticing. It was like, what is this guy or a girl? What is this about?
Yeah.
So it ended up being about a book.
Okay.
And so a book was being left for me at a bookstore. And since this person didn't have my full name, they just knew me as Stephanie, they left it at the bookstore as Stephanie Stardust. And I was like, I'm taking that.
Okay,
I think that's
nice.
Me. Oh my God, this chance meeting.
Was there a reason why the Stardust? Did you just...
Well, yeah, there's a lot of drama after that.
Okay.
So I got this book. It's called Ishmael. I never did read it, but I did look it up and YouTubed it and stuff. It was interesting. It's about a gorilla and some real life, back and forth discussions, I guess, with a human. I don't know.
Interesting.
So I guess this guy that left me the book had a girlfriend with the same name.
Stephanie, not Stardust.
Well, he called her Stephanie Stardust. I guess that was her nickname. I know. God forgive me for telling the story. I don't want to, if I post this and she sees it, I don't want her to call me. I got this message from her. She was like devastated that I had taken her name, and she thought I was seeing her man, and he was buying me gifts, and it looked really bad for me. And I was trying to assure her, God,
I just want the name, that's it.
And I didn't even know, had no idea. I just heard it, and I was like, I had to take it. I mean, I've had 2 alternate egos in the past, not as a DJ, as a performer, I'll say.
Gotcha,
a burlesque performer. I don't want to sound like a stripper, God. But I guess it's pretty freaking close.
Okay, that works.
There is a little bit of a difference, right?
There's a difference,
so once I was Gypsy Sky,
okay.
And then I was Misery Moonshine, and now I'm Stephanie Stardust. So I kind of have a little theme going on all my alter egos.
Very celestial.
That's one of my, I love the sky.
Right. All right, definitely, okay. So, the drama. We're done with the drama, right?
Yeah, it's
There's
over.
No
I
more
convinced
calls.
her.
Okay.
It was like, just give me your name. She was okay with it.
All right, good. And thank you.
The
the original
thank
Stephanie Stardust, yes.
Yes, you guys created me. If it wasn't for both of you, and your will to save the world, I would have never been who I am today.
So basically, like, in a way, like, your heart is to save the world through music.
Whatever I can do.
Right.
Whatever I can do. I was just giving a talk at a school in Waterbury the other day to high school girls. So I got to rehash a bunch of things that I went through in high school and how I grew out of all of it.
Okay. So this is something that I always want to ask, especially female DJs. We all know that it's male dominated. DJs is male dominated, and like, how was it hard for you to get into, like, you said you did the karaoke thing, and you almost had like a foundation of the karaoke. You were known, people knew you. So going into DJing, was it harder because you were a female? Was it you just kind of slid right in? Do you think that has to do with who you were, like, being mentored under?
I felt it had to do with a lot of my networking connections and my A lot of it had to do with my Facebook connections, actually.
Okay.
I mean, if it hadn't been for those, town talks pages
Right.
where people are like, I'm looking for a DJ.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, in my town, people threw my name out left and right. And the next thing you know, I was booked up for 5 years worth of. They really carried my name for just a few years. And then I decided, to start doing some paying for like a gig service, like a gig masters type thing, and a wedding wire, just to see what else I could get. And then from there, I've been busy for 10 years.
Nice.
So I didn't really struggle, to be honest with you. I mean, I wish I had some kind of struggle story, because
Hey,
I feel like that helps a little. I'm struggling to be a better DJ every day. I mean, if that helps.
All right, well, let's go into that. Okay, so what do you? I mean, everybody wants to continue to learn. There's always something else you can learn. Like, what are you working on right now? Like, what is? But I mean, and I've seen you mix, not in person, but I've seen you mix through your videos. I know you do the karaoke.
That was the charity auction.
The charity auction, yes.
That
How
was
cool
a
was
big
that?
event. Oh my God, my favorite event so far this year.
Nice.
It was big time for me.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of money in that room.
Okay.
And I just kind of felt honored to be among the generosity, because I try to be a generous person on a regular basis, but I can give of myself and my,
Right.
But that kind of money being generated on behalf of homeless people was heartwarming on many, many levels. And
Nice.
I have some personal, I was never homeless, but I had a very close family member go through some of that stuff. So I was just honored to, be able to dedicate my services.
You want to shout them out?
That was Mitchell's in Westport. Oh God, I'm so bad. Westbrook. Anyway, they put on an amazing event. If you look up Mitchell's in Westport or Westbrook, it'll pop up. It's an amazing store, and if I had a pocketbook, full of change, I would definitely be shopping there.
And the organization that does the homeless ministry or outreach, do you know what is that?
Yeah,
Mitchell's also.
That's the Near and Far Aid Gala, and shout out to Chelsea and Jackie and the other girl that was helping me out the whole entire time. They were amazing, and because of them, I actually created my first recorded mix because they asked for it for their fashion show, and I did not have the cojones to do it before. I mean, I've always wanted to, and all of last year that was my main goal, just get some kind of mix put together, record it, and let's just see how you do. And so this event actually forced me to do that, and then I kind of grew a little bit of confidence from that, because I thought it wasn't too bad for my first one. And I mix regularly. I always assumed I was good, but trying to record it is a whole other story.
Because then that's it. Like, you're stuck. I understand what you're saying, because I do mixes, and it's like, and I don't like copy paste. I don't like have the program and then take this song, and no, everything's live when I mix and I record it. And if I scrap it, I have to scrap the whole thing instead of just a little bit. Exactly, it hurts. So it's like you can't make any mistakes. At least like if you're in a live show, you can throw a foghorn or something and help you to we don't know how that goes. So.